everybody. I am Chris Andresen, and this is Because Bike Podcast. And I'm actually kind of a neat place. I'm at the COR Institute here on South Bernard here in Spokane. It is a new health and wellness center. And my good friend Armand is here. He's a co-owner of the Institute that opened about a year ago. And these guys hit me up to come check out the facility. And as you guys know, I'm a huge kind of health nut, and so when I hear about these places, I'm always really excited to see if I can do something to repair this old body of mine. So thanks for having me.
Absolutely, thanks for coming down.
Yeah, man. I want to hear all about this place, and you gave Cam and I a tour of it earlier, and there's like a lot going on in here. Like there's a lot of amazing things that some of the stuff I've never even heard in Spokane. So there's things that are really unique to your guys' building, your company here. So, but first let's start off, what does it stand for here?
COR Institute, it's a Center of Rehabilitation. So
Okay.
basically anything that, any entity that does some form of rehab or medicine that kind of aligns with our beliefs and how patients should be treated, and providing kind of a uniquity to the building have kind of been vetted and welcomed. So
Yeah, I love it. What I noticed right off the bat when I was on the website this morning was just noticing there's like, this is a conglomerate of a lot of different companies to kind of build this institute, right?
Yeah.
So can you give me an idea of like some of the different people that are in here and the things that they're doing?
Sure. Yeah, if you go to our website, there's a lot of information on there, and basically started with the principle of just not necessarily doing it better, but having kind of a place for people to come and experience all that rehab has to offer on either the physical side or the mental side or whatever you're really looking to recover from. Empire Therapy is owned by my wife. She started the practice in 2014, grew into 3 practices serving pediatric and adult patients with occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy. And we took the pandemic as an opportunity to kind of condense those 3 clinics back down to 1. Knew that we could fill a good part of the space with the staff that she had and get kind of stronger together. My wife's taken a lot of post-educational trainings in stuff that we really weren't trained to do in school, and instrumented into pediatric care at first, and now doing adult care since 2018, and really getting good results for most conditions, whether it's cerebral palsy or some sort of post-traumatic concussion syndrome. Kind of grew the practice just organically through word of mouth and results that were being given. So felt pretty blessed in that, and love having everybody down here. At the same time, I was being treated by Justin Liu, who owns Built to Move. They occupy most of the 3rd floor here. They do chiropractic a little bit different, kind of in the same fashion that my wife was. It's not a 10 or 15 minute stop for manipulation, which is beneficial, obviously, but his team will spend a good 60, 90-minute session with you doing not only the manipulation, but you're doing Graston, you're doing cupping, you're doing massage, stretching, some kind of functional movement. So in talking with Justin, I'm like, we really should have kind of these 2 practices under one roof. And he was looking to grow his business with his wife, Jelena, who's also a chiropractor. They brought on massage therapy. They have a really nice small personal training outfit with pretty high-end equipment. They've done really well in kind of growing their own practice just with their own techniques. But that was kind of the core of the building. And then we found, just like-minded practitioners that kind of wanted to join us in bringing something else unique. So we've got, Functional Med PA here. He also brought in Spokane Hydration, which does different forms of IV infusion. We have 2 mental health therapists. We've got a core body who specializes in a really cool pelvic floor device for incontinence, and then they also do the M-Tone and the Neosculpt, which focuses on cellulite reduction, fat reduction, increased muscle tone with a really cool device. And then we just have a whole host of different modalities: hyperbaric chamber, ozone sauna, beamer therapies, infrared, so everybody's patients can kind of benefit from those as kind of an ancillary service as well. So that, hence why we coined the term wellness playground. There's just, selfishly for me, I was like, well, where would I want to spend half a day if I could, and I'd love to get a massage and then sit down in beamer therapy or, ozone sauna, which I was already using. So it was just one of those things that just kind of came together, after multiple meetings and finding the right spot. I think we're really well locationally based, being right kind of down from Sacred Heart off I-90. So it's been pretty well perceived so far.
Yeah, I mean, you guys showing us around, and there's the gadgets and gadgets. You guys have the latest and greatest on the health and wellness when it comes to that. We saw light therapy, like you said. We saw the cryo tank. Like, you really have it all here.
Yeah.
And all the things I struggle, and like a lot of our clients, as we're either crashing on our bikes or overuse or sitting in those bikes in the same position too long, and so we need to have a place to kind of like get our bodies back to where we need to start. And so this is like the perfect place. And the other part about it is this is a big place. Like there's multiple floors and it's full on there, and you even have like nutrition. You had a full supplement store up there too, and so it literally has everything in here, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. So, and you started this, you said about a year ago you guys got this up and running?
Really got this up and rolling June of last year. We took over the building in March, and then slowly integrated the practices here. It took a couple months to kind of really get up and rolling. The modalities through COR Regenerate really just got pretty busy starting in December. So we're already looking at maybe bringing on another hyperbaric chamber in the next 2 to 3 months. Looking at bringing in some other oxygen therapies as well. We're seeing a lot of post-COVID patients that have had breathing and lung issues really benefit from these. But really, I mean, if you're just looking for general recovery from a race or an athletic event, or you're just kind of seeing, the decline from aging and, those kind of chronic aches and pains, there's a little bit of something for everybody here.
Yeah, it sounds like that. I mean, you guys are really in the full spectrum. It doesn't matter what age you are. And I see people coming and going, and they're just from all walks coming in to try this stuff out and do it. So, so what's the best bet? Like, say I want to come in, I want to kind of figure out what's going on with me, and like, who do I just come in and talk to you guys? Like, what's that process kind of look like?
Yeah, I would say a lot of people are referred down here to a specific entity. Say PT, for example. You come here. The building's somewhat open, so you can kind of see what else is going on, and we've got a pretty good staff that I would say is well educated at this point about how they can kind of tailor make your service if you're looking for a little bit more than just the PT ankle sprain that you came here for, or we've got some parents of kids being treated downstairs that come up and use some of our modalities while their kids are being treated. Joey up at NutriShop is really good about talking about supplements and getting you on track for a regimen, whether you're looking to put on muscle, lose weight. But yeah, we have most providers in here well knowledgeable about what's in it, so they can talk to you about whether other services may be beneficial while you're here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Coming in, get started with something, you're going to probably find your way to a couple other things around here.
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
There's so much going on.
Exactly. Our goal is to kind of have a medical liaison who really you can spend 30 or 45 minutes with, really understanding your background and who could probably best serve you.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, I can tell you I'm excited to come in and check this place out and really dive into a bunch of this stuff.
Yeah.
I love it.
You're more than welcome.
And that was the other part that I felt was really neat. Like, I've heard about these kind of centers around the U.S. Like, you hear down in like Southern California and stuff, but there's not really anything kind of like put together like this in Spokane that I could think of. That this is kind of unique to our area.
There's a lot of clinics with bits and pieces of it. I don't know that any one facility has all that we have to offer, and I think that word's just kind of getting out there. It's really picked up in the last, like I said, 2 to 3 months. We're working with a lot of other providers on the outside that do a little bit more alternative medicine and finding out about us and sending patients over as well. So that's been really nice. The feedback in general from most people that are here, it's just one of those places you want to come. I've been in healthcare 11 years now, and you know, a lot of people would dread going to their appointment, or, you know, just being a number in a big or much larger system or facility. And we just didn't want anybody to have that feel when you come here. So
yeah, and I can firsthand just walking through and just meeting some of the people and the different business owners. I mean, that everyone, just the vibe's good. Like energy's high. Like it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, medical care really has become a hospitality-based system too. I mean, you can go see. The great thing about Spokane is we have a ton of great medical practitioners and providers and services. How those are instrumented or implemented is, you know, different on every level, but we wanted to have that place where everybody felt like they were getting what they needed to the capacity we could do that.
You know, as just getting as an older athlete and just kind of want to keep doing what I want to do, like I always need these, I have to add these tools to my toolbox, and like you guys just gave me a lot of tools to add to my toolbox.
Right.
So I really want to like encourage anybody out there, if you get a chance, come and check them out. If you're, I don't know if you're a runner, you're a cyclist, you just like to be active or just want to keep being healthy and do that, like this is the place to come see. So I encourage everybody to come check it out. You'll be really impressed. It's a great team here. It's just a cool vibe. So I appreciate your time and kind of filling me in on all this stuff and inviting us in.
Absolutely. So. Yeah, my pleasure. It's fun. We love what we do. And I think most patients feel that when you're here, you know, that you're really getting tailored or custom-made healthcare. You know.
Well, I might come back here as you guys have more things and I get a chance to kind of do some of these things too, and we can sit down and chat some more about this stuff, because I'm gonna dive into a bunch more questions for you.
That's great. Yep.
I appreciate your time, man.
I'm always learning too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thanks again, and thanks for everybody for tuning in. And like I said, check them out, and we'll talk to you guys soon.